Hi, this is Chef Inspire. I'm here today to talk to you about getting unstuck. Now, what do I mean by being stuck? What do I mean? I mean you doing something over and over again, which you don't want to do, but you do it anyway. It's a dysfunctional pattern. Did you know that our bodies actually have memory? And a lot of our bad habits or a lot of the things that we do on a regular basis is part of our body memory. In in order to break it, in order to break these dysfunctional type behaviors, we must replace them with good behaviors. But let me tell you the three areas that people normally get stuck in. Number one, bad habits. Now, what is a bad habit? It may be that I smoke, or maybe that I drink too much, maybe that I have illicit sex with many different people, which eventually is going to rob my health. This is the number one area where people have struggle, where they have bad habits that they want to change, but eventually what they do is they continue to operate in that bad habit. Did you know every time you smoke a cigarette or you do something that is a bad habit that you want to stop, you erode your self-esteem? You chip away at who you are, your self-esteem, and you kind of diminish it. And eventually what will happen is your self-esteem will go lower and lower and lower. Why? Because you feel that you're not in control anymore. And you're actually not. That habit, that body habit is controlling you. That bad habit has taken control of you and has put you in a holding pattern, the same way as an airplane circling around the airport waiting to land. It's not going anywhere. All it's doing is going around in circles, but it's not going anywhere. And this is what these bad habits do to you. If you continue to operate in these bad habits and do not break them, you are stuck. Second area is relationships. When you're stuck in dysfunctional relationships, when relationships are bad for you and you know they're bad for you, you know that you are unhappy, you are so miserable, you cry more than you smile when you're in this relationship. Not only that, there's some people that get into relationships where they are so dysfunctional that they believe that people that hit them love them. A girl comes to work, her eye out here, out here. What happened, honey? What happened? Oh, I made him mad. I pissed him off, and he punched me in my eye. But he really loves me. Matter of fact, he gave me flowers and candy, and he said that he's sorry. Newsflash. Someone that punched you in your face do not love you. They don't love you. No one can punch you in your eye and say they love you. It doesn't work like that. Those two, love, punch in the eye, they don't work together. They don't work together. So you are in a dysfunctional loop. You are stuck in a dysfunctional relationship. If someone verbally abuses you on a regular basis, believe me, they don't love you. They don't love you. You just are stuck in a holding pattern. Why? Because you are familiar with the things that you have, and you are so scared that you don't want to step out into the unseen. You rather stay in the dysfunction that you see every single day. They also say it like this: I know the devil that I'm with, but I don't know the devil that may come if I let this one go. People get stuck in dysfunctional relationships all the time. Number three, the third pattern is dysfunctional life patterns. Dysfunctional life pattern is something that you do on a regular basis. I mean, you may come home and you have the weekend off and you start watching Game of Thrones on Friday night and you still in that same spot in that same room on Sunday night. You go to the bathroom, you get something to eat, and you come back and you stay right there. 2 days you're watching the same thing. This is dysfunctional lifestyle patterns. You are stuck in patterns that are not helping you, that are not producing anything good. You are stuck in that holding pattern like airplanes. You are going around and round and round in circles, but you are not making any progress at all. People, when they get stuck, the first thing that they have to do is realize that you're stuck. Realize that I do this bad habit on a regular basis, but I want to get out of it. I don't deny that I have a habit. I don't deny that I drink too much. If I drink a fifth of Johnny Walker Red every single evening, then I know I have a problem. So you must realize that you have the problem. And when you realize you have that problem, that's step number one, to realize that I am stuck, and I am stuck in a bad habit. Number two, you must come to the point where you must ask yourself, okay, I'm stuck in this bad relationship. What do I want to do now? How do I get out of it? How do I move from where I am to where I want to be? Who do I want to be? And if you can come up with an answer to that question, this is key. Coming up with an answer to who I am, who I want to be, and how do I get out of this situation. Come up with an answer to this. And if you can come up with the answer to this, then you need to start to walk in a direction of where you want to go. You need to walk in the direction of it. You need to actually ask yourself these hard questions. Do I want to stay in this bad habit? Is this relationship helping me? Is my dysfunctional life habits, me watching TV for 2 days straight, is this giving me the things that I need to create a life that I want in my life? Or am I in a dysfunctional, stuck, holding pattern? We can break free from these patterns. We can break free from being stuck. And the way we do it is by creating a positive habit to take the place of the negative habit. Now, how do I take a positive habit? I remember when I used to smoke. When I used to smoke, instead of me smoking a cigarette, what I used to do is two things. Number one is every time that I felt like smoking and I'm at my house, I would do push-ups. And I would feel like smoking a lot. So I would do a lot of push-ups. And when I was outside of my house, when I was in other areas, what I did was I cut some carrot sticks to the same size of a cigarette. And I put them in a plastic bag and I took them out with me and I had them with me all the time. So when people went out to smoke, I would take my carrot sticks out and I would just hold it in my mouth and I would get rid of that. I would actually replace that habit of smoking with the habit of eating that carrot stick. And I would hold it like a cigarette. I would just act like I had the cigarette, but I didn't. It was a carrot stick. And eventually what that did was it took care of my head habit and it took care of my physical body habit. And that helped me to stop the smoking habit. When it comes down to relationships, if he punched you in the eye, then you need to get out of there. You need to just leave. By any means necessary, don't stay in a relationship that is dysfunctional where you are getting hurt. Physically, emotionally, on a regular basis, you are getting hurt Get out. Get out. Get out. How can I make it any claim or any plainer than that? It's not going to get better. What people do is, if they are habitually acting a certain way, as they get older, they get worse at doing what they do. They get more intense at it. So it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. If you take drastic actions to change your situation, that's the only way that it's going to get better. And guess what? You're stuck now in a holding pattern, a dysfunctional holding pattern that is causing you grief, that is causing you anguish, that is causing you stress, that is stressing you out, that is making you not the person that you need to be. In that dysfunctional lifestyle, by watching and by taking big chunks of your time in doing stuff that is meaningless, that's not helping you to progress in any way, shape, or form. Dysfunctional lifestyle, dysfunctional life patterns. We need to break these. We need to break them. And we must replace them in order to break them. We must replace these dysfunctional life habits. This is how we get unstuck. We take something bad and we replace it with something good to cause us to get better. It works. I'm telling you, it works. But you must do the replacing, and only you can do it. Only you can change you. Only you can change your situation. Only you can change your bad relationships, your bad habits, your bad lifestyle patterns. Only you can change it. This is Chef Inspire. You want to get unstuck? You want to change your life for the better? First, admit that you need to change. Second, say to yourself, if I want to change, what do I want to be and who do I want to be? Ask yourself those questions and come up with the answers. And start to take small steps to change your patterns. The bad habits to good habits. The bad relationships to no relationship at all. Because again, if you are in a really bad relationship, you need to have time for you to heal before you get into another relationship, because you messed up. If you are so messed up that you believe that somebody punching you in your eye is love, then you messed up. You need to heal. You need time to heal yourself before you get into another relationship. So you need to spend time building you up, strengthening you, strengthening who you are. First of all, finding out who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going. And if you don't know where you're going, you're in that same stuck holding pattern. Dysfunctional lifestyles, patterns. It's the same exact thing. If you are doing on a regular basis something that is causing you grief, that's causing you stress, not only is it causing you stress, but causing you to be dysfunctional, you have to change it. You have to change it. And only you can do it. This is Chef Inspire. You want to be unstuck? I want you to be unstuck. I want you to change your life for the better. I want you to use your personal power to move you from a place of being stuck to a place of being free. And guess what? You are the key. You are the person that can move you from here to here. This is Chef Inspire. I hope you get it. I hope you got it. And if so, guess what? Your life will be good. God bless you. Take care.